Morning, everyone. It's been a long time. How y'all doing? I haven't looked at any chess in a while. I've been on the road, and I was just thinking about this game with a character, Christopher Chabris, who ended up being a scientist of some sort. I think he was in the psych division. I kind of remember that after this game, he asked me to take some sort of test. I don't know if it was an IQ test or a mania test or to see, if I was psychotic or normal, stable, or I have no idea, but I felt it odd that he would, you know, I mean, it was literally Snap asked me right after he resigned. He just said, "Will you take this test?" Like, uh, I don't know. Well, let's look at this game. I haven't seen it in 1,000 years, or I haven't thought about it hard. It was a Benko, as usual. U.S. Amateur Team East 1998. So long ago. Galaxy far away. I think I was on a great team. Three masters and a fish. And all of those characters went their own way. Rero Riverbee's living in the forest. My other friend Tony is out there in the middle of nowhere, somewhere upstate. And who else we had? What the hell's going on here? Let's get rid of that. So they're fianchetto against this double fianchetto, right? These bishops angling down each other. I really don't think this is so hot for white. Right? This d6 is very odd. But like, you couldn't go e4. Right? He pushed d6 to open the light diagonal. Try to come down on my a8 rook, right? But, you know, this is a very strange Benko situation. I don't think this d6 pawn is too happy. It doesn't feel particularly good to me. Um, just come in. If I can go queen b6 and capture it, that's free stuff. So, I guess he stopped that. That was intelligent. Um, not entirely sure why I did this. No. Oh, I want to go queen b8. That's a bit clever, I suppose. And this way the knight doesn't block my bishop from b7 if it comes to c6. So there's no garbage against my e4 knight. Castles, queen f6. All right. I suppose we're coming in on this rook and we're just going to dump a knight on. Oh, that's why knight a6. See, I haven't thought about this. That was kind of deep. If I know I'm plunking the knight on c3 and he's got to take it, then the knight is coming into b4. So square's available now. Pretty not as dumb as I look. Knight c3, bc. And now you had to go back and we got the b file. So this was all. Oh, this must be terrible. This is probably lost already. Black pieces are in harmony. There's a pass pawn on c3. The b pawn is soft. The knight's coming in to b4 to help with the c2 push. The f3 knight doesn't really have anywhere to go. I don't know where white went wrong. Was he sat down? He shouldn't have sat down that morning. Maybe he wasn't feeling well. Rook e1. I think I know what he wants to do, but if it's good or bad at that I don't know. Look at that. That's a shock to me. I haven't seen this game. I mean, I kind of looked at it recently a little bit, but okay, what's my point? My point is, I'm bearing down on b3, and I suppose I don't want him to go e4, e5, and he's just got a miserable position, I suppose, huh? Oh, look at this. I'm still gonna have that D pawn is still weak, isn't it? Yeah, stop the garbage. C2, Queen E5. Let's go kill this unit. Kill it correct. Take that. He's got to go for the Desperado. Open the king, I suppose, is his best hope. Chompovich. I don't know why I didn't go knight d3. Knight d3 looks groovy. Knight d3 comes some knight f4. Also threatens the rook takes b3s as well as c1. Looks like a winning move. But this is also pretty good. Queen f4. Put some... Oh, we're adding some rook d2 threats. Also spicing up the c1 square. But mostly we're just coming into rook d2 and it's pretty bad. It's already gone, I imagine. It's completely gone. He gets one check in. At least he got a check. I can't believe the guy checked me. Take that. Come back here. That's nice. We're weaving the web, right? Weaving the web for some... Oh, the threat is like e5 mate. Or like g5 mate. Small threat. e5. What's going on here? g5. f5. Okay, so she resigned here. But hold on a second here. What's going on here? What about knight d5? Isn't that just kaput right there? Knight d5. You can't take it because rook b4 is mate in 1. Knight d5. King e4. King e4, huh? Knight d5, king e4. Rook takes b3. Rook takes rook takes b3. You can't take pawn takes knight because rook d4 is mate. What is he going to do there? Because the threat is rook e3 mate. Rook e3, pawn takes rook, rook takes pawn. Mate. The knight is on d5, holding the rook on e3. King's got no squares. Like, knight d5. Rook e3, fe3, fe3, rook e3. Beautiful. What did dumb me do? I just went for this. Minus 8, 9. It'll just keep going. It'll just keep going. It's funny when the computer just starts trailblazing upward. Minus 8. Minus 37. I love it. People are so bad at chess. We are so bad at this game. You know, I was ranting this morning about titles. They got AFM now, Arena FM, AWFM, FM, Candidate Master. They're just marketing the fuck out of chess these days, that's all. They're trying to make money. When people want titles, you give them titles. I should just talk about the women's titles are ridiculous. Why should women have separate titles? Come on, that's ridiculous. Can you imagine if there was a surgery tournament for doctors and they said the women get to play, they have to play in their own section, and for the title of W Doc, insinuating that Their surgery skills are inferior. They have to get the Grandmaster W Doc. And who would want to get surgery from W Doc? You're going for brain surgery. You shouldn't get, the women shouldn't have separate titles. This isn't football. It's ridiculous. There would be blood in the streets if they had a W Doc tournament for doctors and surgery. And the ladies got to go in a separate section. Come on. Blood in the streets. Talk about feminism. Bella Abzug was at my house. I didn't see her at your house. I mean, come on. The Equal Rights Amendment, I was there. I was there in March. At the march in Washington. I think it was 1976. There was a detergent called Era. Era. I had an Era stick. I had a stick with an Era bottle on top. Tell me about feminism. Come on. This is ridiculous. All these titles are nuts. Then they say, well, WGM is harder to get than FM. No, it's not. They say, well, you need norms. You have to have norms to get the WGM title. There's just one thing. There's no such thing as a male FIDE master that wouldn't have all their WGM norms. They're just not entitled to get them. I want to be a GM. I can go to the bar and say I'm a grandmaster too. In fact, at the World Open '96, I had 2580 performances. I have many performances over 2400. I want my WGM title. I don't care. Because I'm not getting a real one anytime soon. Not in this life, I don't think. So, no, I was ranting about that in the morning, and then I was thinking about chess players and the strength of chess players relative to machines. It's a joke. I wish I knew that when I was young. I used to think, oh my God, this Tao was just peasing, it was just the bee's knees. And all of these grandmasters, Pulugaevsky and everything, I thought they were so amazing, and they are. They are. But I didn't realize how chock full of errors all the games were. Even today. You put them grandmaster games in the computer and load them up. In fact, for realism, just to prove a point, let's see how many mistakes I made in this game. A4, B4 is fine. White should be better. So B3 is already better for black. This was lemon number 1. Okay, bishop B2, castles. G3, that's all right. E6, D6, lemon number 2. For my friend here. Knight E4. I'm playing perfect moves so far. I'm doing fine. Queen F6 on the spot. I went knight A6. This is almost parallel equity. Now Queen F6. I found that move again. Okay. I found the correct move there. First line. Hold the phone. Rook here. Knight. Rook B8. Let's see. Is that parallel equity? Not well. Yep. Now it's first line. Rook A B8. Doing well. Bishop E4 first line. Bishop takes F3. First line. Boy, oh boy. I'm a machine. Knight B4 first line. This was not. Let's see if the equity is close. Because right now it wants Queen D4. I mean, a pawn and a half. Hold the phone. This move, does it ruin things? I'm losing. Oh, climb up, get up there. Mush, you silly machine. Nah, I lost a little equity there. All right, and there's a small inaccuracy. This one I didn't need either. What did it want? Well, it's a C2 straight up. Okay. I'm still in the ballpark. Okay, this was a bad move. Now it wants queen e5. c2. That's fine. Doesn't ruin anything. Queen e5. Let me see how many lines I can get here. I can't get too many. I would have to turn on the analysis board. But this is working out. We're at -2. Okay. That looks good. HG4 it wants. What did I do? I went HG4. We chopped this guy first line. And now knight d3. Like I said, knight d3 just covers everything. I lost a little equity here, but it's already gone. -6, -7, yada yada. Here was a good move. Rolling back into the 6s, so I'm not losing too much equity here. Rook d2. Let's see if we're doing all right. Maintaining. Let's see, can it go to 7? Can we get 7? Do I hear 7? There we go. All right, we're hovering in the 7 zone. Up. Sold to the man in the hoodie. H6, king h7. And now, queen f3. Queen takes f3. Wanted what? Knight d3, first line. And how does it feel about queen takes f3? I don't think it's so bad. What's wrong with this? Let this happen for a second. I won't be mad. I mean, if it's 7-6, I'm not going to be too upset. Will you? No, I'm not too mad about it. And this is the point. Gobbling. I mean, it's gone no matter how you slice it. The rook takes b3. The knight's coming on d3. The pawn's coming to c1. I mean, or the rook take b3, knight d3 with rook b1. That's the special sauce right there. So he came up. f6 was a good move. Was f6 the right move? And rook b3. How does it feel about f6? I mean, I am threatening mate in one go. It's offering bishop d1 as the resource. So in that case, I'm not upset. e5 and now knight d5 would have been super duper nice. Let's go over to the analysis board for this. Can I? I cannot. Oh, there it is. Hold on, folks. Let's see this so you get to see what this looks like for you guys here. Let's go knight d5. Can't eat, obviously, because rook b4 mate in 1. Right? So king here. And then just chop this guy. And we're threatening rook e3, pawn e3, rook takes pawn mate. And if he takes this one, it's rook d4 mate. So that's the beauty. We'll just put this on the board. And we'll finish it right there. Because that's a gorgeous mate. Very unusual. Okay, I have my rant. We got back in the mix. I hope everyone has a nice day. We got Grenka chess happening. You can follow along online. And there's freestyle and standard chess. I hope to make it there someday. I never played. I played in Germany once. Long time ago in Nuremberg, and it's a great place to play. I like Germany. Lots of great tournaments. Okay, take it easy.